Hi there, Theo here, and I'm back with some more Tales of Arise. So, yeah, we've been kind of doing a bunch of side quests last time. So, let's have a look here. Okay. Check this. Yeah, so we basically did everything. So let's continue with the story. Head for the hidden underground dock west of Nias. So let's get to Nias. Guess we'll have to go through these mountains? Hills. Cause west, yeah. Should be
Like we made it here in one piece.
should be this way. Portal Hills. Or Aquotly. So this way most likely.
Take this! Struck! Can't get out of this! Take this! Struck!
Also I'm gonna try to pick up a bunch of enemies.
Take this! This one's all mine! Dazzle!
Make it right!
Frozen?
To get some more XP.
Not a chance!
Leave the impaling to me. Yeah, and the powering to me.
By the power of water! Light after lightning condemned!
I'm not done!
Thunderbolt, flame of fury! Burning strike!
Struck!
Light after raging cascade!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Water!
Dazzle!
Come on.
Photon blast!
Mirage! You're mine! Struck!
Lightning
Here I
condemned!
come! Struck! Great! Not a chance! Struck! Dragon Swarm! Sword Rain Alpha! Be still!
Here I go! I'm only
Mirage!
getting here!
Do it! Come out!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
Our work is done here.
Oh, wait. This looks like a null that I didn't pick up yet. Why though? Well, no, they look the same.
Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
Get lost!
Here I come!
Here
Dragon Swarm!
One last dance!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Flip them
Dragon
I'm
Swarm!
not so good with airborne targets.
Here I come!
Flying freak! Why can't they just sit still?
Shion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done.
Struck! Sword Rain Alpha! Lightning Thrust! Lunar Rondo! You're mine!
Now!
Demon's descent! Flashing bang!
Not a chance! No escape!
Burning
Great! Next!
Not in your dreams!
Not a chance!
I'm practically unstoppable.
Jeez, I had something I wanted to do. Was it? Oh yeah, I wanted to change the hurricane thrust for this one, I think. Spinning slash, yeah. And let's try it out.
Out of my way!
Take this!
Take this! This one's mine! Dragon!
Got the whole pack.
Dragon!
Frozen.
Hammer! Not again! I'm not done!
Seal.
Do it! Remove!
Astral energy.
Say no more! Now!
That was fast.
Step back. This one's all law.
Always feel like this. Oh no, I gotta hurry for every shot.
Get lost.
Eat this!
Oh.
This one's mine.
Look sharp!
It's a duel of the arts.
Sword Rain Alpha!
Now. Astral energy.
Say no more!
Pesky airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
You're finished! Be still! Lunar Rondo!
Raging cascade.
An astral art?
That's my cue.
Shut him down!
Astral energy. Raging
Try
cascade.
harder! You're mine! Dragon Swarm! Now! Here I come! Lunar Rondo! Soaring Light Spear! It's over!
I'm practically unstoppable.
You need to go further down. Further down the road. Catch those. Yep.
Go no further.
This one's all mine! Take this!
On guard.
Dragon Swarm!
On guard.
Sword Rain Alpha!
And now.
Dragon Swarm!
Light burst forth.
Radiant Genesis.
Not a chance!
Pounce this. Mega ray.
It got fired!
I've got this. Let a marksman handle it.
Soaring Light Spear!
Air thrust.
All yours!
I can do this all
Do
day.
it! Here I trigger!
Astral energy.
Say no more! Now!
This one's
You're
all
mine!
field. Take
Dragon Swarm! Be still!
now.
Everyone still in one piece?
Yep. I barely worked up a sweat.
Aiden Ruins.
Whew. I think
I see plenty of ruins around here, too. It must have been a big town.
Don't get careless.
You're mine!
Don't tell me. No further.
let astral energy.
Dragon Swarm!
Here.
Sword Rain Alpha!
Do it. Johalim.
Light burst forth.
Radiant Genesis.
My turn!
Flame of fury. Crescent moon. Air thrust.
Sword Rain Alpha! Dragon Swarm! Lightning Thrust! No escape! You picked the wrong fight!
Aw, too shy to come over.
Dragon
Now.
Swarm!
Demon's Descent.
Flashing Fang! My turn!
It's fine.
Too fast!
From the front, you can see.
I'll trip it up.
Take this! I'm not...
Do you require a hand?
Mega ray. Going
You're
in.
mine! Sword Rain Alpha!
Time to shine.
Dragon Swarm!
In here.
Castle! Lunar
Now.
Rondo!
I'm only getting frozen.
Hammer!
Everyone hanging in there?
What's this thing?
What? Just launch, jump. And right.
Get lost!
Take this!
Here goes! Get
Can't get out of this!
You're mine! I'm not done!
Raging down! It's like trying to keep up with a wall!
Dazzle! I owe you one.
Feel!
This one's all mine!
Leave the ensnaring to me. Yeah! And the pummeling to me!
Dragon Swarm! Sword Rain Alpha! Lightning Thrust! Soaring Light Spear! Mirage! Sword Rain Alpha!
Now!
Dragon
Astral energy! Full throttle! Going in!
Sword Rain Alpha! Thrust!
Now! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Nice. Quite some time since we saw this one.
Seems about right to me.
Kinda wonder if there's a special condition. Oh, this one, right? Yeah. On how to trigger a specific
You're saying we should
Combo
check the Owl
attack.
Forest?
or if it's all random. Just ice cream recipe. Oh, we need to craft ice cream for somebody. Somebody or some title. Or somebody's title.
I'll do my best.
Take this!
It's time!
You're mine!
Take this!
I owe you one! I'm not done!
Piercing
Sword Rain Alpha! Dragon Swarm! Take this! Sword Rain Alpha! Dragon Swarm! Here I come! Eat dirt! Thrust! Dragon Swarm! Sword Rain Alpha! Dragon Swarm! Here I come! I'm not done! Here I come! Dragon Swarm!
You require a hand.
With this, I can become... Hi, Hoodle!
You're mine!
Going in!
Be still!
Not on my watch! Mega Ray!
the shock.
Take this! I'm not done! Mirage! Sword Rain Alpha! Dragon Swarm!
Now!
We got fire!
Astral energy! Full throttle!
A comfortable win.
Do you think this is one of the places where the Dark Wings and Almadria fought?
I wouldn't be so sure. This place appears more ravaged by time than combat. Even if there are signs of destruction, it would likely have taken place during the Great Conquest of 300 years prior.
And ever since, it's been a breeding ground for Zoogles, I guess.
Level 4 or rank 4. Crystals.
I won't forgive you!
Here I come! Dragon Swarm! Sword Rain Alpha! Dragon Swarm! Dazzle! Soaring Light Spear!
Now!
The airborne scout.
Astral energy!
Say no more! Not a chance!
Now!
Soaring Light Spear!
Frozen!
Hammer!
Hey, I'm pretty lucky.
Don't feel lucky.
Out of my way!
It's on!
By the power of water! Gemini Aqua!
If it curls up, time to get out of the way.
Dragon! Sword out!
Its armor's too strong. Split it open!
Be my guest!
I'll stop its
You
charge!
picked the wrong fight! I'm not done!
Oh,
Sword Alpha!
make it rain!
Astral energy!
Say no more! My turn!
Here
I'm
goes!
not done!
Denied!
Where are you going?
I'm not done! It's over!
Crescent moon!
Sword Rain Alpha! Dragon Swarm!
Ready and real!
Lightning Thrust! Take this! Dragon Swarm! Sword Rain Alpha! I'm not done!
Seal!
Here I come!
More with the fury! Burning!
No escape!
Lightning
This
descent!
one's all
Make it
mine!
rain!
My turn!
Look sharp!
Sword Rain Alpha! I'm not done! Lightning Thrust! Soaring Light Spear!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis! Any injuries?
Hard spherical shell. Pretty sure that's one of the pieces I need. Peach shell? Oh yeah, I guess I picked that up, alright.
What do you say we check back in on the ranch?
What weapons? Oh, maybe not. Hard spherical shell. Oh, whoop. Twisting my tongue. Already had a bunch of those. So, nothing new to craft, I guess. Dragon Flame Flag. Let's have a look at the accessories. Scared crystal. Oh, I guess it was a scared crystal, not a sacred crystal, right? Critical damage. Alertness. That do? Turing increases critical hit rate by 5% on successful perfect weights and perfect guard. Escape speed. It's not bad. Looks like 120 penetration. Seems to be kind of feels like a lot. I guess it's also a pretty big investment. Metal damage down. Increase aggro. Light damage, metal attack. Drop right up. HP attack. Smackdown. %. Don't know. Yeah, these I looked. Okay. Yeah, honestly, I feel like I don't. Maybe I just don't cook enough to, or rest often enough, so that I'm basically playing or missing out on a strength or something.
A dead end?
No, there's an elevator. Looks operational.
looks like shit.
I can't believe there's actually an underground harbor here. There are even boats docked.
I only see Danans. Think they were forced to work here?
Probably. Let's see what they have to share about Almadria.
This might not be the best place in the world to work, but at least you spend your days never having to worry about starving. You can head out to fish in the ocean, but if you don't mind river fishing, there's a good spot outside with all the fish you could ever want. Don't care about fishing. Well, I'm kind of afraid that like the best weapon for Kisara will only be available if you spend hours and hours with a fishing mini quest. Which
You
I
didn't
don't
happen
like.
to see a lord come by, did you?
Sorry, friend, but she just left. Came by with a whole posse of underlings, boarded her ship, and took off at first wind. We damn near got blown away. She was that much in a hurry.
Damn! So we missed her!
You guys trying to go after her? Need a ride?
Are you saying you know how to steer a ship?
Spent most of my life chained to the deck of some ship or other. Yeah, I know my jib from my boom.
We don't know how dangerous it'll be. Better you give us the boat and stay on solid ground.
Whoa there! You been out on the water before? The sea ain't nobody's friend, you know. You need a sea dog like me, or you'll sink her before she makes it out the harbor.
We're losing time. Sir, we're in your debt.
Now that's more like it. Name's Mahavar. Just give me a holler when you're all set, and we'll set sail.
Yeah, let's just go. Yeah. Alright, just hold on tight, cause it's gonna get bumpy.
This is like a dream come true. Never gotten to captain a ship before. Never would have thought I'd get a chance like this. Thank you, y'all.
The pleasure's all ours. Think we'll catch up to her?
Of course we will. They got too much weight on them. Meanwhile, this ship's carrying nothing but us salty scalawags. They got a good head start on us, but we can take them.
Do you know if there are any Danans on that ship?
Couldn't say for sure. On the one hand, seeing as it's supposed to be something of another castle, I'd reckon they probably wouldn't let a bunch of Danans on board. On the other hand, I'd be real surprised if the Renans were able to pilot that thing all by themselves. In any case, it's gonna be a while before we reach her. Till then, you're all free to do whatever. Just don't fall in the ocean.
Your party disbanded.
I know Mahavar said we can take it easy, but there's not exactly a lot to do on this boat. I guess I'll check in on everyone and see how they're holding up.
Do you think Law is okay?
If you're worried, why don't you ask him yourself?
Yeah. I think maybe I should apologize to him too. I should apologize to all of you, really.
Us too?
Well, I was kinda lying to you all this whole time. I was blind to everything except my own revenge. I never even considered the struggles all of you might be facing.
We all have things we'd prefer to keep to ourselves, Rinwell. So what if you had something to hide? It doesn't undo the good that you've done, or the people that you've helped save along the way.
But that's not what I mean.
I know. You're talking about Almadria, right?
Yeah. I hate her, Alphen. I can't stop hating her. Even just thinking about her makes my head feel like it's going to explode. But it's not just her. I think about the way Law looked at me. I hated the Lord who killed my parents. And I hated the Renans I had to travel alongside. And yet, Cyslodia's Danans backstab each other like it's a normal way of life. And Mahag Sar has people like Deadime. But then there are people like Law and Shion. It's all just too much. I don't know what to think anymore.
Law never said that you had to forgive Almadria. It's only natural you would hate your family's murderer. But
But what?
Law left home because of how much he hated his father. As a result of that, well, I think Law spent a lot of time thinking about how they never got to make things right. And if I had to guess, killing Ganabel didn't make any of those feelings go away. Law let revenge fuel him, and I think now he's afraid you'll do something you'll regret.
Afraid?
Whatever happens to Almadria when this is all over is up to you. I'll respect whatever choice you make. Just think it over carefully for me, okay? You still have time.
Okay. Thanks, Alphen. Say, back then, after the fight, I think I really made Shion mad. I don't know, though. Maybe it just looked that way. But I guess I just can't seem to understand how she feels. Do you know why she gets like that?
Shion's... She can be a tough nut to crack. She doesn't really talk a whole lot about herself.
It's just what she said about hate being a source of strength. Where did that come from? I wonder how it feels, not being able to hold another person's hand.
Lean much further, you'll go overboard. Keeping an eye out for Almadria's ship?
I'm looking at the ocean.
The ocean?
Yeah. The waves. They help me think. This world is filled with natural wonders. The icy air and white peaks of Cyslodia, the lush green glades of Menancia, the harsh wastes of Calaglia. But Menancia has its Lake of Death, and Nias its ruins. And they wouldn't be there if it weren't for that contest.
Say we actually managed to put a stop to the crown contest for good. What do you think will happen between the Danans and the Renans then?
You first.
Well, I want to believe that the coexistence we saw in Menancia can happen elsewhere, too. It's insane for all of us to keep fighting. If Menancia can do it, so can everyone else.
Yeah, I think that would be good too. A world where everyone can get along. At least, that's what I've come to believe.
You sure have changed.
I can't lie to you. Since I was young, I've looked down on the Danans too. But I've seen a lot. And I see things differently now. I've seen so many ugly and terrible things in this world. And yet, they didn't come from just the Danans. And the good things, too. They didn't come from just the Renans. Kindness and cruelty exist on both sides. A person's race doesn't factor into it. So, I guess you're right after all, Alphen. I have changed. You know, I've never actually touched another person like this.
Shion.
Ever since I was on Lenegis, I've always been alone. Even after I came to Dana. Always.
And now?
Do you still not remember your past?
No. Sometimes it feels like I can almost remember. But then this mask stops me.
The mask keeps you from remembering why you have the mask in the first place. It's a little ironic, isn't it?
A little. Well, it won't be long now before you're rid of those thorns, you know? Only 2 lords remain. And once you have their master course, you'll be able to create the Renis Alma, right? Then you can... Shion?
Sorry, it's nothing. Promise. You're right, though. It'll all be over soon. I never could have made it this far on my own. I have everyone to thank for that. Including... especially you, Alphen.
Don't worry about it. We're friends, after all.
Yeah, we are.
Hitting on the neck seems to be kind of weird and wonky. Wondering if I could. That seems okay on this side. And the cutscene from that side. You can see that, like, right behind the ear, it's super bright and, well, pale. It's not probably on this side. Oh, Sarah seasick?
You don't look so good. You all right?
The floor. It keeps moving. How can you stand it? How can you even stand?
I'm not the best person to ask about discomfort. I can't feel pain, remember?
I still can't believe what happened in Niez. Even now. As a lord, my expectations for Almeidrea were already pretty low. But the way she treated human lives like they're mere playthings.
Yeah. And it wasn't as if the situation in Niez was improving much to begin with.
You mean Deadheim?
The whole reason I started fighting back was because of my anger at the atrocities of Renan rule. Back then, all I had to worry about was fighting the Renans for the sake of the Danans. But then I met Shion and the people of Menancia, and things became a lot more complicated. It's even messier now that we have to worry about Danans like Deadheim.
It used to be that the Danans were the ones in the right, and the Renans were the ones in the wrong. Though, maybe that was just a biased perspective, from being on the side of the oppressed.
Exactly. I'll never tolerate the Renans ruling over us. But nothing ever ends up being as black and white as you'd expect it to be either. That's clear to me now.
That said, even putting aside bad apples like Deadheim for a moment, you may be able to free the Danon people, but that won't undo 300 years of oppression. It'll be hard for them to not give in to their resentment. I think maybe that's why I clung to our dream so hard back in Menancia.
Even if his motivations weren't pure, Dohalim has a good heart. He didn't sink to the depths Almadria did.
You don't understand. I'm saying that it goes deeper than that. This hierarchy we live in, it's not solely something the Renans invented. I remember a story Rinwell once told me. She said before the Renans invaded, we Danans had our own class system. We are the ones who divided ourselves. I saw it in Deadheim's eyes. He wanted to rule over others.
To hear Bayfon tell it, Deadheim wasn't always that way.
But as time went on, and he and the Darkwings fought the Renans, he eventually changed. I guess what I'm getting at is, if we defeat the Renans but just go back to the way things were before, was there even any point in fighting?
But that world isn't the one you want to create, right?
Maybe not. But to tell you the truth, these days I'm not so sure that dream is even possible.
You have your promise to Megal, though. Your home and the people of Menancia are depending on you.
I know. My brother. He truly believed in his dream of coexistence. And I suppose, even now, many people still do. And then, there's you.
Who, me?
You and Shion.
I'm not sure I follow.
Okay, then let me spell it out for you. How many other Renans and Danans do you know that get on as spectacularly as the two of you?
I don't know that I'd say spectacularly.
Well, I suppose it's really all a matter of how you look at it, isn't it?
I really don't see what you're getting.
I think I'm getting seasick again. Sorry. Can you just give me a wide berth for a few minutes?
Yeah, it's kind of obvious to everybody, but well, I kind of want to say Shion and Alton and Shion, but really I think it's more only Alton who doesn't get it. That there's like a special chemistry.
Hold that pose
between
long
them.
enough and someone might just come along and paint you.
Any artist who'd see fit to paint me needs their eyes tested.
What can you tell me about Almadria?
Not as much as you'd probably wish. I only ended up crossing paths with her a handful of times, after I was chosen to be a lord on Lenegus.
Ah, right. I almost forgot about Lenegus. How much do you think they know about what's been going on down here?
It's safe to assume they know everything, though I know not why they choose to remain uninvolved. Perhaps they see what's been happening as just part of the ongoing crown contest.
Even what Almadria did? Has it really reached the point where her actions are seen as normal?
Not to my knowledge, no. At its core, the crown contest is a competition to see who can amass the most astral energy. And to amass such energy, slaves are needed to collect it from. It's therefore against the Lord's interest to kill them.
So then why would Almadria do something like that?
We must remember that time is running out in the crown contest. Perhaps her hand was forced, so to speak. It is a way to accrue astral energy faster and in larger quantities than through slave labor. Doing so kills off that labor force, obviously, but it is a means to an end nonetheless. No one could have foreseen that something like the Hollowing would arise back when the contest was first conceived.
Is becoming the Sovereign of Rena really that important to the Lords?
Of course. It's the greatest prize one can attain in their eyes. In that respect, at least, I'm really not that surprised that Almadria resorted to what she did, as utterly despicable as it is.
It's reassuring to hear you feel the same way I do.
I worry that the only reason I never did anything similar in Menancia was due to my lack of ambition.
If you didn't want to be reminded of your past, you could have just plugged your ears.
You think too highly of me. I'm afraid I must respectfully disagree. I'm not nearly as virtuous of a person as you might wish to believe.
If that's so, would you have been so shaken up when Kisara lost her brother? Why else would you turn your back on your own kind and choose to fight for Miguel's dream? Aren't we just Danans?
A curious choice of words. Did what you see in Mahag Sar hit you that hard?
What Deadheim did to that city, he didn't liberate anyone. Anyone who refused to follow him was an enemy in his eyes. 300 years of Renan rule taught him nothing.
What I have come to understand is that the conflict extends beyond Danan versus Renan. There is an internal quarrel as well. I mean to bring about a true, lasting coexistence in Menancia. But there are more walls we must topple first.
And you don't think you can pull it off?
Well, you seem to think you can, at least.
Does that make us enemies?
Insofar as an exchange of swordplay, no, it doesn't.
Not good enough for you?
Are you really... Forgive me. I will continue to fight by your side a while longer. That much I have decided.
Alright.
I took a look around inside the ship just in case, but I didn't find anything that looked like it might be suspicious.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
You know, it wasn't until I left Calaglia that I finally realized just how big the world is.
When we tore down the wall in Calaglia, and I could finally see the horizon in the far-off distance, I had the exact same thought.
Yeah, somehow the sea is different though. I'm not sure just how to put it. It's almost as if it just goes on forever. I bet my old man would have been blown away by this view.
Yeah.
Ever since he died, I've been thinking about what it was that he was really trying to say to me at the end. I keep going over his words again and again. And heck, maybe I'm just overthinking it all. But still, sometimes I wonder if it could have turned out differently. If there was something I could have done. But no matter how much I play it back, I'm still no closer to finding any answers. And then there's everything with Rinwell. I stopped her from killing Almadria, but was that really the right thing to do? Or did I just end up making things harder for her? I feel like such a screw-up.
You're not the only one. I keep asking myself what Zephyr would have done had he been here. Like I think, how would Zephyr have handled Rinwell?
Yeah, I think he definitely would have stopped her. No doubt about it.
And that's exactly what you did, Law. I think he'd be really proud of you.
Alphen.
Zephyr's not the worst yardstick to measure ourselves against. Let's both do our best to make him proud.
Sounds like a deal. Thanks, Alphen.
Wonder how much longer it's going to be before we catch up to Almadria. I'll ask Mahavar.
Alright. And that ship had a better accent than I first thought. If you want to take a nap before things fall off, now's the time. Right, let's do so. Oh, maybe I should have thought of re-equipping myself.
Look who's up. Good timing. We're
Yes,
closing in
that's
on her
right,
stern as we speak.
That's the ship? She's huge. Law, go gather the others, will you? Think you'll be able to flank them without getting spotted?
Yeah, with the fog as our ally, I think I might just pull it off. Long as we ain't too noisy, we should be okay.
What'll you do if they catch on to us?
Not much I can do. Ship that size, they'll probably blow us to bits before we ready cannons.
Whoa, it's even bigger than it looked like before. This thing I'm on is tiny compared to it.
Persistent little things. Evidently, I shouldn't have spared the wretched vermin. Hungry already, my dear? Worry not, for you shall have plenty to feast upon shortly.
I have to fight my way through the whole ship. Oh, that's
Perfect.
convenient.
Managed to get us right up beside them.
I'll stay with the ship so we can leave as soon as you're done.
Ugh.
Good. Then let's find Almadria.
Mobile Fortress, Radia. Oh.
Shion, I want to thank you.
What brought this on?
What you said helped to calm me.
Don't mention it.
Life bottle. Nice. What are we doing? Just gonna do something in here. Yep. Let it. Here.
Get lost!
Engaging! Dragon Force! Soaring Alpha! Dragon Force! Flaming
What's
Thrust!
with our ranged
Take
attack?
this! Bring him down! Burn in hell! Dragon Force! Soaring Alpha! Dragon Force!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah, and pummeling to me.
I can do this.
You're mine!
It's over.
Dragon Force!
Lightning condemned!
I'm not done! Mission! Take this! No escape! Dragon Form! Soaring Alpha!
To the wind! Seal!
Here I come! Dragon Form! Dazzle!
Everyone hanging in there?
Astral Crystal. Nice. Only bad for some crafting.
Little help!
Take this! Feisty one, eh? You're finished!
Light
Take
astral
this!
energy! More
Soaring Alpha! I'm going in! Oh my lord! Dazzle! Lunarondo!
Now! Distribute astral energy! Full throttle!
Now!
It's almost too strong. Then I'll split it open.
Be my guest! Dragon Form! I owe you one! Dragon Form! Dazzle! Lunarondo! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Johaline!
Light Burst Force!
Radiant Genesis!
We can really make weapons with this?
More Astral Crystal. So I guess all we need. I will have to find a switch or something. What's this thing? Is it me or does it just look like the one we ran into back in Reveal? Hold on, this one's actually made of astral energy. It might be one of Madria's traps. So what do we do?
Got it!
If I manipulate the astral energy, I could get rid of it, maybe. Now I'll just have to give it a shot. Okay, so...
That went well.
Are you okay? You're not.
So I think
Hi, Hoodle!
we should actually get to see for opening this door like this. Because River was clearly absorbing the astral energy.
Dazzle!
Raging Cascade!
Take this!
Sleep
Here I come!
By the power of water!
You're finished! Sword Rain Alpha!
Time to shine.
Dragon Form!
Light astral energy!
Make it rain!
Divine!
Frozen!
Hammer! Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
Tomatoes. Nice. Yes,
I'll do my best!
Strike!
Not on my watch!
Now we're not.
Dragon Form! Take down their defenses! Dragon Form! Castle!
Here's the wind! Only getting started!
Take this!
Look sharp!
Here I come! Dragon Form!
An astral art?
That might do it!
Not a chance! Shut him down! I'm not done!
I can
Carve through armor! My deal? Here I come! Dragon Form! Sword Rain Alpha! Dragon Form! Be still! You're mine! No escape!
Going in!
We're not finished! No escape!
Do it! Astral energy!
Say no more!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
bunch of money.
Little help!
You're mine!
Oh,
You picked the wrong fight!
I got it.
Here I come!
Not optimal, but
Read your moves like a pro.
Dragon Form!
I'll smash you!
We're not ready! Here I come!
Going in.
Lightning can do it!
Sword Rain
Don't
Alpha!
leave!
Light Burst Form!
Radiant Genesis! Hear me!
My
Fury!
Be still! Lunar Rondo!
Do it here! Astral energy!
Say no more!
Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
those.
Seriously? Is this a joke?
Now you'll learn! It's over! Sword Rain Alpha!
So much for talking it out.
You're on! Damn it, Betty! Dragon Form!
Now!
River!
Astral energy!
Say no more! My turn!
Where's the shot?
I'm not done! No escape! Be still!
That looks pretty cool.
Sword Rain Alpha!
Tiger Blade!
Dragon Form!
Do it!
Castle!
Dohalim!
Light Burst Form!
Radiant Genesis!
Barely a blip on our radar.
Let's dispose of the trash.
Strike! Not today! Here I come! Dragon Form!
You think that shield will
Sword
save
Rain
you?
Alpha! Castle! Damn it, baby!
Do it! Sion! Astral energy! Full throttle!
The enemy wields arts too.
We'll soon see about that!
Won't save you! Look sharp! Tiger Blade! Make it rain!
Zara Frozen!
Hammer!
Looks like we won.
Hurry up. Oh, it's one with the red
Out of our
guys.
way! Not on my watch!
I watched the left. Oh, no way.
You'll have no mercy!
Got you now! Alpha! Lunar Rondo! Dragon Swarm! Take it!
Make it rain! Astral energy!
Say no more! Not a chance! I'm not done!
Hurricane strike!
Not done!
Thank you.
Dragon Swarm! Sword Rain Alpha! Dazzle! I owe you one!
Going in! Hurricane strike!
Do as I say! Not done! Not today! Make a fool of me!
I'll heal you all!
Sword Rain out now! Try this!
Hurricane strike! Dance in the wind!
Explosive ring!
Shield!
Ooh,
I'm not done!
that looks badass. How do I trigger this one? Explosive ring? Do I have something left? Oh, Drain Swarm. Nice.
Dragon Swarm! Try this!
Lightning condemn! Thunder blade! Mega ray!
Do as I say!
Here I come!
I'm not done! Try this!
Raging cascade!
Explosive ring! Take that!
Thanks. Now or never.
I'll be saving this one.
Here I come! On your get!
Here's a healing arc!
Soaring light spear!
Energy!
Do as I say!
This one is bad.
I'm only getting started!
Dragon Swarm!
On guard!
Try this! Hark back!
Hurricane strike! Now! Frozen hammer!
They've really got us on the ropes.
Don't forget to heal your wounds.
Yeah, let's do this right now. With... I don't know, what is it? Reach out? These are the ones I'm getting like all the time, right? Oh, that's everything? Somehow I thought that there would be some better stuff to be found. Anything I didn't pick up? Orange gel. Oh yeah, I guess that's everything. What we did pick up? Alright, let's take... Oh, wait, what? Needs to be awesome? Did I miss something? Most likely going to be enough. Awesome. Oh, damn. Access key A.
Never seen anything like it.
It's an authentication key. They're quite common.
Maybe where you're from, but this is new to me.
It might go in an elevator somewhere. We should test it out.
Access key. So I'm gonna... Oh, where are we right now? Level 1. Lower level. Oh. Search for the basement of Amelia's ship. Oh. Well, we're gonna see next time where this is going to lead us. So let's save here. Still no level up. Check out. It's been 2 hours. 3 hours without us getting a level up. well, anyway, if you have enjoyed the episode, then please leave a like. And if you've got anything to say, then write it down in the comments. And then I guess I'll see you next time. So, see ya!